What else is going on? Well, there's normal dad stuff, normal husband stuff, and more business stuff. Plus the 10-a-day listing. So this is why I'm feeling slightly the crazy picker life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Good early morning, fellow pickers, would-be adventurers. Dealer with the crazy picker life Monday early AM edition. Well, it's one of those Mondays when I came in right after midnight, and we had a great Sunday. Last night played the new Monopoly board. We have one of these higher end Monopoly boards. I think I showed it to you guys a few weeks back on one of the Sunday vlogs. I didn't do a lot of filming yesterday, and that was okay. Had a lot of fun with the little guys, took them to the park. Played Monopoly last night, and actually got to bed for a nap before 10 o'clock, got a couple hours in. And as expected, explained before, I don't go to bed that early, so usually I can get a couple hour nap. So rather than lay there till 3 a.m. and then come down here and pack orders, I came down right after midnight and wanted to feel comfy. It's like 36 degrees out. I did drive the Jeep back over here, and I'll probably drive it home again, but I'm in my jammies. Out driving around in my jammies, want to feel comfortable, want to go right back to bed when I get home. I'm pretty awake now, but I'm sure when 4 or 5 a.m. or whatever rolls around, I'll be ready for another good nap. So I knew there were a lot of orders waiting. I've got about, I quit packing orders for the most part on Saturday early afternoon. I did pack one that had to get out and a few things like that, so it's not cut and dry, but I've got about 36 hours worth of orders, and there's 29 of them, which is a good stack. And I just added them up, which is really the exciting part. I've got 36 hours, and I've got 2335, $2,335 of orders. So there's a couple big ones in there. Wait for my camera to catch up with my blur. I'm moving so fast this morning. There's a couple of good size ones in there. A bunch of $100 ones, and then a bunch of regular bread and butter $20, $30 ones, and a few little ones. So 2 big items just to show you that did sell, that bumped it to, any way you slice it, a couple $2,000 plus sales days in a row. We're not quite done with 48 hours worth of sales, but 36 hours, a day and a half, couple $1,000 days. The one item is bittersweet. It's my Blatt sign, pre-prohibition Weiner Blatt sign, the Kosh Shockton all steel sign with the cool labels and the cool reflections. It's not the one I just bought. It's not the Budweiser one. It's the other one, Blatt's. It's going back to Milwaukee, where it belongs, I guess. So that's fine. I kind of like that sign. I don't like it as much as my Schlitz brands. I paid $300. I sold it for $800. All said and done, there'll be $400 worth of profit in there. I cannot not sell it for that kind of profit. That's just how those things work. And then on Amazon, I sold an HPD 5360 PhotoSmart printer. Typically, I don't pay a lot for those. I don't remember. I've paid as little as $15, $20 for these printers. I don't even remember exactly where I got this one. Probably 30 bucks, something like that. Brand new in there, open box. Somebody donated it. A business ended. Who knows how it gets donated that way? Prize. I don't know how that happens, but I pick up an occasional couple times a year I pick up a printer that's open box but brand new. The best one I bought for like $90 this last summer and sold for I think $600 or $700. That was sweet. It was a big box to haul back from wherever the heck we were, Wisconsin, I think. So this one sold for $300, free shipping. So those are two big items. That totals up to what? About $1,100. That's almost half of the $2,335. That's what makes you have really good days, is one or two good size items plus a lot of sales. Okay, I'm going to get to work packing these. I will be around a while. It's pushing 1 a.m. In fact, the little 1 a.m. beepers and buzzers and Apple announcements going to happen momentarily. In fact, let's wait for it.
It's 1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock. So I got all my orders printed. I've got to take care of some questions and some things like that on here. Then I'm going to go into a packing flurry for, I don't know, 3+ hours, whatever it takes. I don't think I have anything terribly hard to pack. It's just enough. And you sort of get in a rhythm, and then that's a good thing. I also think I have to do a little editing on yesterday's vlog, not too much. Then it's back home for a nap or two. School, we're starting week 10. Mostly done with week 9. Have to do a few things to send it in. Get the kids started out. We got too many watches around this place. If you go near Wheeler's office on the hour, boy, there's like 6 or 8 of them going off at least. Oh, it's like the cuckoo clock business or something. Maybe that's next. Dealer goes cuckoo with the cuckoo clock business. Cuckoo, cuckoo. You know, there are a few German beer-related cuckoo clocks. I think I'm going to have to get one. Like the German Oktoberfest. People come out with their mugs and dancing a little bit and flip around and spin around on the hour and things like that. I've seen that somewhere. I don't know where the heck I ran into that. Okay, I'm going to get packing in. Then today, I'll be back to do my 10. Maybe I'll do a little filming in between, maybe not, but we'll see what's next. All right, through the super technology of photographic time-lapse, minus the photographic part, I'm done packing for the morning and I'm just about to head home. It's late. It's like 6:30 a.m. Took a lot longer than I thought. Wanted to show off my work a little bit. So a bunch. Added a few more orders. Came in. I don't know, that's almost 30 USPS. And then there's the big sign. And a couple other UPSs. So, pack all night, sleep all day, right? Minus the sleep all day. I'm going to go home and try to get a hour-and-a-half nap to start it off with, at least. Okay, so before I move this Saturday number up to the totals here, I just wanted to show off that I don't know, I remember I had like over 2,000, and Banana Peeler added some, and then Wheeler added a whole bunch. I was wondering, what the heck? How did we get such a big number? It was these lenses that we had talked about. These TV lenses. We'll have to see where they go. I think he priced them reasonably, but they could be a long sell, and we've got so many of them. I think they're all listed under one item, so we'll see how they trickle out. But anyway, that's a pretty good number. I'm down here in the afternoon ready to take my stuff in. Wheeler's in there doing a little work, and I've got Banana Peeler is playing some games over there by the missing spot for the beer sign that sold. We're going to take him down and get his paper bag and rubber bands and some papers and get him going today. So that's what I'm doing. Let's list. Item number 1, 3 Contour Next test strips came in today. I pay $5 each. I will sell them for $29.99 free shipping. Nothing exciting. Number 1. These freestyle lights 50 size, are good enough condition, no labels, to sell on Amazon. I paid $10 each for these. Those will sell for $37 each. That's listing 2 and 3. And then these, I can't list individually. They've all got labels with info markered out. Good dates and all that. Just you got to sell them bulk. So 8 of those at $30 each is $240. I'll list them for $240, and bought them for $80. That's listing number 4. Listing 5, here it is, Halliburton Zero with combination lock, aluminum chassis, and if I can open it with one hand like the professionals do. Oh, still has the foam, foam liner. People put all kinds of equipment, guns, cameras, you name it. And this body is scratched, but still usable. Lightweight, high quality, secure. I probably paid $30, $25, $30. Bought a bunch of these. I have 2 left. This is listing number 5, listed for $100 plus shipping. Number 6 is the second of 2 Halliburtons that I had left to list. This one says, warning, Operation ID. This property is protected. So there was a lens cap in here from a camera that I gave to Wheeler. That's a $20 lens cap, so that's a little perk of buying this for $25 or $30. And I listed this for $100 plus shipping. Probably will go in the $70, $80 range. They start flying out at that type of a range. Brand new Halliburtons go from, boy, I don't know, maybe they started in the 300s, and you can get top of the line Halliburtons for a few thousand, I think, maybe even a little bit more if you want to bling them out. But serious cases, I think I have the small one sold recently. I got a lot of 6 or 7 of them. The small one sold and paid for the entire lot of 6 or 7, and I think I've got 5 or 6 of this size left. A couple of them, one of them has black, or 2 of them have black powder coating, so this will be a good lot. It'll take some time to trickle out. Number 6. Number 7. 7-up clock, no front, plastic piece, second hand clock works, got a nice pull string on and off. Case is good, needs a little cleanup. I got this bundled with some other stuff for probably $10-15, $39.99 plus shipping. Number 7 listed. So my wife Lon watches the vlog. Lon, if you're watching carefully, you gave me this printer back because it was not Wi-Fi enabled. It says Wi-Fi certified and all this other stuff. So we just need to get the manual out and figure out how to activate it. You might need an app. You might need an app on your computer to get it to work, but it should work. My other one here in the office, right here, it's the same way. I just have it hardwired. I've never used the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi used to suck in this building, but the new Wi-Fi is stronger. It's still not that great here, so I think I'm hardwired here. I can't remember, but everything is super fast and super cool. Just need to send a message to my wife since we don't talk much during the week sometimes. Okay, what else? There was one other thing. Oh, interesting news. All the test strips I listed earlier, couple hours, all sold. So that is the speed of putting items that sell in the flow. Wham bam gone. Pay the people, get the money, send them out. Okay, I got to search for some more items. I need 3 more items. I'm running out of items that I want to list. I look excited about it. Somebody says, you don't look excited about listing everything. It's because I ain't excited about listing everything. That's why I want to get into the beer memorabilia business. I like listing that stuff. The 10-day listing thing is really kind of stressing me out from a standpoint of I don't quite get caught up on everything. And what's suffering most is sleep. And usually I can combat that as long as I can have a little bit of energy at the beginning of the day and maybe a beer at the end of the day. But I know that's not 100% healthy. The thing is, I can't do 10 hard listings every day without taking maybe 1 day off a week. I prefer to list maybe 5 or 6 things. Typically I aim for $300 to $400 a day, and then I'm able to pack my orders, which are 10 to 20 orders a day. I'm able to do all my other projects. I'm able to remain sane and look ahead and plan and forecast and do whatever I need to do. I can help keep Wheeler on track. I can move some stuff around, all that kind of stuff. That's comfortable. Now, is comfortable always good? No. Sometimes you need to get out of your comfort zone. And that's what this exercise was about. I mean, I have listed a lot this month. It is an above average listing month. Some days, some Saturdays, I'll list 25, 30 oddball items, and that's a really good day. In the winter, I do that typically, but I don't list every single day like this, so that's what's tough. Here's what I have going on now. This is what's stressing me out. This is me. I gotta get that out of my mouth. Okay. This is me, and I have this many arms. Here's one. This is an apple. I'm the teacher of my kids. Here's another arm. I don't know what I'm holding here. I guess this is a running shoe. I'm a runner and a coach for my kids. Now I've just added, this is a newspaper. I'm a newspaper helper because Banana Peeler and Benjamin are starting a newspaper route on Wednesday. So today we had to start setting that up. Recently, I guess this is part of the teacher thing, but it's end of quarter. End of quarter means big stack of paperwork to get in. Some of it's been graded and some of it's got to go in for grading, but it all has to be collated, sorted out, put together, put in envelopes, weighed out. It's a couple hour process. I'm also trying to build, or possibly we've thought about taking our garage and making it into our office and then buying a pre-made garage for Lon and the kids stuff. So either way, I'm a project manager for getting our new office built one way or another. Along with that, we are trying to refinance our house, and so I've got to gather all kinds of documentations. It's a little like doing taxes because they want all kinds of information, especially if you're an entrepreneur. They need to have profit and loss statements, tax statements, all that kind of stuff. Let's see what else. Oh yes, currently I am 16 orders down. There's more. Oh boy, what else is going on? Oh yes, I am also, this is supposed to be like a some sort of scholarly hat. I'm in a class, an entrepreneurship class, 2.5 hours a week plus 2.5, 3, 4 hours of homework a week for another 4 weeks. What else is going on? Well, there's normal dad stuff, normal husband stuff, and more business stuff. Plus the 10-a-day listing. So this is why I'm feeling slightly stretched right now. And much of this stuff is reasonably timely, and it seems to be happening right now. The good news is, I think I only have one more week of listing 10 a day every day. And again, I am not bitter. I am not complaining. I'm happy with the result. I'm happy to get the 10 done. I'm not whooped. I'm not beat. I'm not super tired. I'm not sick. I'm not going down with the ship. I'm just trying to explain that, wow, life is busy. So at the end of the day, it wouldn't be bad to have a beer and sit back in my leather chair and just take a couple deep breaths and relax. But usually what I do is I drag myself home, and I'll take a shower generally, but I'll drag myself home and just drag myself into bed and go. Not much free time, not much downtime. So I don't know. I feel a little like I'm whining, but a lot of people say, oh, you know, this, that, and the other thing, you're dragging, you should do this, you should do that, you should hire people, da 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 da. Lots of good advice. However, until you walk in my shoes, it's not so easy to give advice that really, you know, makes 100% sense. Touch on the employee thing for a minute. You know, I had not really an employee, but I had a subcontractor, and a good guy. I liked running with him and hanging out with him. It just didn't work out, and I invested so much energy and so much time. It brought back memories of having employees in another family business. And again, if you want to grow, you know, that's the way to go. If I'm going to invest time, I'm investing time in my kids and my family. And I think most of them will end up working part-time, full-time, sometime in the business. And I'm holding out for them. I'll invest in them. If I can't do that, then I'll stay the size I am. I'll stay the craziness I am. I'll work till I drop, and then I'll go take a rest for a couple weeks. Whatever it takes, but I'm not interested in hiring employees. I'm just, the climate we're in for that, and the whole deal of having to have like hours where I'm here and they're here, or trust them with a key, or da 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 do do do. No thanks. No thanks. If you haven't had employees and you think it's a good idea, get some and then report back to me. There are pros, there are cons. What do I got? 7 items? I gotta quit talking. 7 items. I better get some more. It's getting late. It's getting late. I'm looking for number 8. Well, I thought I had a number 8 here, a Hitachi multi-band radio. Can't get it to work though. Something wrong with the volume controller and everything. I played around with it for a little while. So I paid $1 for that I will be throwing out if I would list it. Probably $24.99 plus shipping, and would make a nice little battery radio for somebody. So one other thing I forgot is we're remodeling our basement too. But before you start, you know, playing the record player or whatever, the poor dealer, whatever, don't do that. We are planning a vacation towards the end of the year sometime, and we are going to take 4 or 5 days and chill. Do very little picking, very little shopping, just hang out with the family somewhere and sleep in, relax, have fun, chill out. So it will all work out. That'll all be worth it right there. The craziness will subside for a few days. That's what I need. So until then, just keep going. Go, 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 go. Still looking for number 8. Number 8 is a Revel scale 1 to 72 S100 class Deutsches Schnellboot German fast attack craft. Open box, everything looks new, everything looks like it's included. I'm going to try it on Amazon as new and listed in the description. Open box, and hope that works out. 50 bucks. I got this included in those two large models that I bought for $100. $100 for the two large ones. Stuffed this one in there with the guy's okay, and also another one that didn't have a box that's somewhere over there that I'll have to get to at some point. Maybe next. I'm not sure. This is number 8. Well, number 9 is going to be this Trailmobile moving van, Allied moving van. Brand new in package. You can get 50, 60 bucks for this model. It's actually pretty cool. I was worried that it wasn't all here. In fact, I was almost about ready to throw it away until I saw that people were selling pieces of it successfully. Not too quickly, but successfully. Turns out, though, this guy, the same guy with all these models that I got, had this wrapped up, and I didn't know the tires were right in it. He's got some more parts wrapped up under there. He's got all the decals wrapped up there. I'm just assuming this whole thing is here, and I'm going to sell it. $24.99 plus shipping. There you go. That's number 9. Number 10 tonight, I dug this out, is an old hay trolley. This is Janesville, Wisconsin, where I grew up as a youth. I lived there from about 4th grade until on and off until I was in my late 30s. Lived all over the state, but Janesville was sort of my home, so I picked this up in Janesville. Somebody had this. I paid $100, probably paid too much for it. These have been selling, this particular brand, not necessarily this model, from $80 to about $120. I added global shipping to it. This one's pretty good. It's not all rusted. Everything still moves and turns, and this little inner gripper piece still works, so it's pretty good, and it's pretty early at 1909 for the area. I listed at $149 plus shipping, and like I said, I put the global shipping on there, so we'll wait and see if I can get at least my money back out of that. That is number 10. Let me add up my stuff here. All right, there's my listings for today. $809. 10 listings. Let's put it on the board. You know, I find when I don't have caffeine and a beer once in a while, I do get a little cranky when I don't get enough sleep. My body really lets me know that I'm behind, and so there's no buffer the last couple of days or weeks. I feel kind of raw, you know. I can just oh man. So what did I say? 10 listings. 809. 809. 10 listings. I think I need another month off of beer and alcohol and caffeine. But what I need is a month off, and I need a month off work too. Like the desert island, like just sitting back and enjoying sunrises and sunsets and naps. And dangling my feet in a nice warm pool and going through the sand and doing nothing. I have done that in my life, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks at a time. There's a couple times in my life where I said, whoa, you got a break, take it and go. It's been almost 12, 13 years since we did that. I think I'm feeling another one of those coming up. I better do some planning and see if I can get Lon on board for that. Lon, what do you think? You told me you would fly in for a week. I'd have to take all the kids, and I could go for a month. I wish you'd fly in for 2 weeks at least. Okay, what do we got to do here? We got to put this on the board. Ooh, tricky. See that? Monday is split up. I can't take the whole thing because there's one down here yet. That's next week. That'll be the last day. Halloween, woohoo. Okay, so that is in the books. Should we go talk to Wheeler a little bit? He's been doing some interesting things with lenses. I guess I'll throw my marker down here. Go, marker, go. Let's see what's up with Wheeler and his lenses.
Wheeler, the Wheeler.
Wow, you look like you're taking apart stuff.
Nah, those are all open. That's how they were.
So these were in cases and they look like big goobers.
Cases right here.
Yeah.
Those big things.
Now they look like pretty cool lenses. How did they turn out? And are these going to be the same kind of deal, or what do you got there?
Those are interesting lenses. The problem is they're impossible to identify. There's no markings on them. The problem is the markings were on the outer cases, and at some point along the time, they probably had like a constrained space thing or something, space constraint. They took the cases off.
I see.
They can't identify them. No markings.
So they're a generic lens made for the commercial.
Yeah, somebody's going to know what
arena.
they are, and I'm going to do a little bit of research. I think they're 12 to 120 millimeter lenses, just for my calculations and some testing. But they're pretty hard to test correctly.
Did you find anything online that was comparable?
Well, yeah, definitely.
There's all kinds. What's the price range?
Pretty good. Like those ones over there.
Yeah, a few hundred or more.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty good.
Yeah, so that was a lot that we bought for 110 or 120 or 140 bucks or whatever.
Yep. And so far, each of the 3 lenses I've listed are more than that, like by triple, double.
Yeah, and I know you listed a bunch yesterday. What did those 6 list out at yesterday?
$390.
$390 each.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's about as we thought. There's at least $3-4 grand in there.
Yeah. Super score.
It'll be long sell.
Yeah. Well, some of those might go pretty well. Like those couple there have a potential selling quick or selling long. You just really can't tell.
So somebody could
snap up quick.
Mount them. Yeah, I know we've got some things like that do get snapped up pretty quick.
There's not a lot of them out there.
And then other ones, they sit on the shelf for a couple years and are so dusty you can't even hardly find them.
Yeah.
And then they sell for like 30, 40 bucks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of them.
I can't remember what I sold. I don't know. It was a couple days ago. Well, I know I sold one of those Bo Brownie cameras. Some stuff. Some stuff is funny. I mean, no matter.
What's the trend on that?
Most you watchers out there, guys and gals out there, are pickers of some sort. It doesn't matter how carefully you research or whatever. Some things you get, you even think, wow, this might be something. But no matter what, there's going to be some things that just for whatever reason fall flat.
Yep.
And that's just part of the game. There's a few over the years that I just shake my head. It's like, why doesn't anybody want this? And then
the O'Brien is the Beanie Babies of Kodak cameras.
Apparently, they're super cool.
Yeah, and there's a good sales record even for them in years past, like all the way from the 90s through 2010. They've been selling for hundreds of dollars.
Just dried up.
It's gone.
We hit them at
People found them or something.
Hit them at the wrong time.
We did.
Well, speaking of things, though, I made a mistake on Lon's Microsoft Surface Pro 3.
Yeah, I heard that.
I listed it. She bawled me out this morning. Surface, yeah, I forgot an R in Surface. And it's an auction, so you can't go back and change it.
Ooh, man.
Wow, it's already at like 230 bucks.
Oh, okay, somebody figured it out.
Nah, there's 18. Well, there's 18 watchers. eBay
autocorrects that stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
We used to actually. It's kind of a funny story. We used to actually make money off the misspelled stuff on eBay.
Oh,
That's one of our earliest niches.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, we used to go in and find all these misspelled Canon items as Canon, like the boom Canon.
Right.
And we used to actually make pretty good money on some of those kind of things. But then eBay in, I don't know, 2011, 2012, somewhere in there, 2013, 2014, who knows. But anyway, a while back, eBay finally corrected that and kind of put an autocorrect in there in their search algorithms.
Yeah, well, they just improved their algorithm.
Yep, so now it shows up there, even though it's not spelled correctly.
Yeah, they figured out that by doing that, it's funny, they must have got complaints or something.
Yeah, well, they make more money from it. And then
No, they really don't make more money because what happens, this is the funny thing, somebody didn't think it through. If I buy something from somebody for $100 and then I take it back and resell it for $200, they're getting $300 through their sales system, as opposed to if they just sold it for $200 in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So they cut their own throat.
That's true.
But whatever.
Yeah.
So
People probably weren't happy they're getting so little for their.
well, I don't know. Yeah, they figured there's some ill will there, I guess. People are buying and reselling from me. Oh no, well, learn to spell.
Yep.
I gotta tell that to myself. So what else is going on?
Well, I'm not sure how to tackle these manuals, but I guess I'll decide within the next day or something, and then I have some more lenses to list.
Well, why don't you do like 10 at a time every couple of days or something?
Sounds good.
I mean, you don't need to do them all at once
I'm not doing it all at once.
and get burnt out.
No, I'm not burnt out on them. Pretty cool.
Burnt
They don't
out in
smell
general.
either. They're not like all moldy, so that's good.
Yeah, well, some of those things are really bad.
Yep. I had one here. There's in a good camera store.
So what's all that? That's all the extra.
I can't remember what that is. I think that's like oddball something. It's some category or something I set there for some
That's
reason.
not stuff that you just
It's from this
repack.
manual stuff.
No,
it's like
the whole
reprint
tote.
for later. Oh no, that stuff's all lot up or what do you call it? It's been accumulating for months.
Months. Whoa,
That has been.
cool.
Yep. It's all filters and doohickeys
I
and
see.
bobs.
My specialty.
Yep.
Okay, I always get the totes and totes of goats, and then
Beer.
I have to sort them into 4 or 5 categories, and then we just put them at auction. And it's actually kind of fun because it's like 5 or 6 or 7 auctions, and at the end of it, I'm always looking at $500-600.
Yep. Free money. I don't know.
Well, free money. There ain't no free money in this business.
Winning the lottery out of nowhere. Woo!
Well, it's you recoup
Yeah.
some of the things.
I find that hacksaw. That lens is going up tomorrow, so I need to either reschedule that or find the hacksaw.
Well, why don't you send yourself an email and then don't read it?
But yeah, it just won't work really.
That never works.
Maybe. Yeah, it might work.
Send me an email and I won't read it
Okay.
till tomorrow, and then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Send me an email,
Sounds good.
and then I won't read it. I'll leave it highlighted, and then tomorrow I'll get it when I'm super fresh.
Yeah.
Ooh, and not yawning, if that's possible. I also sent you an email.
So,
Some dude bought a $200 lens from us to complete something, and he was reminiscing. So I like to give those guys a little something.
Yep.
Like, hey, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm done here, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you're not.
Oh, done.
Okay, this is the Wheeler Dealer Crazy Picker Life Show number 6000. Feels like it. Oh. So you think I should keep going? You think I should go for 200 shows, or should I just scrub this thing after this month? I know many of you like it. I like doing it too. I'll tell you what. Part of me wants to just run this thing forever and ever and ever, and part of me says, "What the heck am I doing?" But of course, you guys saw my spider web of things that I'm doing that are spreading me a little thin. I'm pretty capable of juggling quite a few things. However, when it gets up over 5 or 6 things like that, there is a certain over promise, under deliver that starts to happen in certain areas. I don't like doing that. That's not who I want to be. I don't want to be under deliver and over promise. I want to be promise and deliver. That's what dealer wants to be. So thanks for watching. I appreciate your comments. I did read all your comments about your vices. Thank you for that. If you want to keep adding to that, that's fine. I read many of your comments that I needed for my homework on Wednesday. If any of you are holding out or haven't seen the homework episode yesterday, I do need your feedback on that. A lot of good advice, some things I can implement, some things to think about. Appreciate thumbs up, comments, questions. Just thanks for watching. Pick well, list often. Dealer's looking for 10 items for tomorrow. I think I have it, but woof, really having to dig. Dealer Wheeler out.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer Production.